Hi guys, I'm a Forester here. Today's video is about a knife that's very different from any other knife that's in my collection. Now if you follow my channel, you know that last year I was drawn to larger knives like this ZT-0801, and I'll set it down there for comparison. This year I'm focusing on gentleman folders, which are generally smaller in size. Well, today's knife is the Laguiole made by Artisan Coutelier, and it's one of a kind in my collection. Now there are many videos of these knives out there on YouTube, so I don't feel like I need to go over every aspect in detail. Mainly I'll give you my experience in ordering the knife and using it for the past few weeks. I'll touch on its unique features and one minor negative. I've admired the Laguiole design from the very first time I saw it. Now the term Laguiole, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, refers to the general shape of the knife. It was originally produced in the French city of Thiers, and it dates back to 1829. The slim flowing shape of the blade and handle defined this design. The handle is said to resemble a female, and it's sometimes referred to as the lady's leg. The decorations on the knife, like these metal pins that are inset into the handle, and the file work on the spine, are traditional features of the Laguiole. As I mentioned, I ordered this knife from Artisan Coutelier's website online. They have a tool that they call the configurator that makes designing your own knife a breeze. Now I opted for a polished stainless steel blade. I'll try to give you a good shot of it. You'll be able to see everything in back of the camera. It's a real fingerprint magnet. And the steel is stamped on the tang on one side. It's 12C27 stainless steel. And on the other side is the manufacturer's name, Renault Aubry. It still has the original edge on the knife as it came out of the box. I haven't even stropped it. But let's see how sharp it is. I'd say it's razor sharp. I had a choice of handle materials, animal, wood, mineral, or synthetic. Now as a forester, I'm going to always prefer wood, so my choices whittled down to 12 different species of wood. I went with ebony as I thought the contrast with that mirror polished blade would look the best. Now I was expecting a more uniform black wood, but I was pleased to see some variation with this blonde streak right here near the base on one side. The decorations on the spine really make this knife unique to me. The spring and the fly are one single forged piece of steel. There's 5 different patterns that can be hand chiseled onto the front of the spring. I chose La Mouche or fly. There are 9 different patterns of file work for the spring, and I chose Sirène that look like the wandering path a fly might take. One unique design feature of Laguiole knives is the width to height ratio of the handle. Now like this ZT-801 is representative of most knives, it's much taller than it is wide. But the Laguiole is much wider than it is tall. And so that makes for a very stable design. If you put it in your hand, it's hard to even turn over, and if you do turn it over, it can right itself. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned a minor negative about this knife. And I do want to show that the blade is very well centered. I'd say spot on. But the problem is that the tip of the blade is not deep enough into the handle, and it can easily catch on fabric or on my finger. Now that's not a major issue to me. I've never had any problem with it. I do wish that I had ordered this knife with a different pattern of metal pins on the handle. After I ordered the knife, I was reading about it, and there's another design called the Shepherd's Cross that was available. Catholic shepherds traditionally stuck this knife into their bread and then prayed before the cross on the knife before eating their meal. I just think that's a neat slice of history. I'll enjoy using my Laguiole as a dinner knife. C'est bon. Y'all take care.